PERT.
Jim Browning, you have a phone call on line 2?
So continuous interest, this is from last year, continuous interest.
U-O-U-S. Oh, wow, I actually spelled that right.
So the continuous interest formula is your amount that you're going to have is equal to your principal times e to the rate times time, also known as PERT, principal times e to the rate times time. We're going to actually be using an offshoot of that in what we're doing today. So we're taking a pre-calculus idea and we're using it in a very calculus-y way. So we're going to say that you guys are investing into a business and you want to think about whether or not this business is going to be worth the price tag. Now businesses, when you invest in them, they have a very large opening price tag, but businesses will make money continuously as you're owning them. So that big price tag will pay out continuously as you own them to kind of justify the big price tag when you first buy them. Does that make any sense? So like, let's say that you are buying a haberdashery.
A what?
Hey, yeah!
I think I earned a fan for a buck.
I honestly was going to give you one until you did that.
No, you weren't.
I was too. I was too.
You can handle it.
So let's say that you're buying a haberdashery.
Just saying, you just watched an episode of iCarly. That's what makes somebody know that word.
Oh, never forget. I watch any iCarly. My
Okay. Okay, shh, quiet. So let's say you're buying a haberdashery, and this haberdashery is a fine, wonderful, upstanding business of the community. So this haberdashery costs $475,000. Well, hats and other finery, yes. You could buy a nice cummerbund there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could buy a cummerbund. You could buy yourself a nice purse, probably some shoes, some nice women's Jimmy Choo shoes, a Birkin bag maybe. I used to be married. Okay. All right. So anyway.
That was great, Mr.
Okay. Anyway. So haberdashery, $475,000. Now this haberdashery has a huge price tag associated with it, and you're deciding whether or not you want to buy the haberdashery. So the haberdashery is going to pay out a certain amount of money continuously over a period of time. And then as it's paying out, that amount of money that's paying out can also be saved, and you can get some return on the investment for the money that it's also paying out to you. So let's say that the haberdashery is going to pay out consistently, I don't know, let's say it's been earning roughly $70,000 per year.
So earns
$70,000 per year. And you have like, you feel pretty confident that you'll be able to, and this is like in profit. This isn't in gross sales. Gross sales would be much higher. This is in profit.
Oh, so that's after like
Right.
the upkeep and
Right. And you feel pretty confident that you'd be able to get a return on investment, get a return on your money of about, say, 2.8%. So that's how much you think you could get back of that 70%. Like as it's coming in, you think you can get back 2.8% of the 70%, or the $70,000 as it's coming in. So the 70,000, like think of it like a money faucet. Like from the haberdashery, you've got this stream of $70,000 coming at you. And as it's coming at you, you can consistently get 2.8% of the $70,000 back at you. And this is going to go on for, let's say, 6 years. And we want to know, is this haberdashery going to be worth our time? So if we just take this at face value without using the continuous income stream that I'm going to show you in just a second, if we just straight up do 70,000 times 6, so if we, yeah, 7 times 6 is 42, so 420,000. Is it worth our time to do this? No. Because we're not going to get back out the $475,000 we're going to have to put down on it. So it doesn't look like it's going to be worth our time right now, right? Right, and so that's what we're going to figure out, how that figures into it, and calculus to the rescue on how we're going to do that. So, also U-substitution to the rescue. No. All right.
So what period is that?
Third period. Well, to do well in college, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to use an integral here, and we're going to do essentially the integral of the PERT equation. It's just we're going to throw a negative up here in the exponent part. So we're going to do an integral of whatever the constant income stream is. So 70,000 goes here, times E. And then in the exponent of E, we're going to put negative whatever the rate was, and the rate has to be changed from a percentage to a decimal. So what's 2.8% as a decimal?
2.028.
No.
Oh my gosh, I messed up.
So 0.028
0.028.
times T, and then down on the bottom, dt. And then our integral is going to go from 0 to however long we're evaluating this investment opportunity to 6. To evaluate this integral, we need to use U-substitution because this isn't just plain e to the x. Because there's this extra part in the exponent, we can't just integrate it here. We have to actually take into account that this is not just plain e to the x. We have to use U-substitution. So u is going to be equal to what's in the exponent of e, which in this case is negative 0.028t, and then du is equal to negative 0.028 dt. Now, what we have here is 70,000 dt. We have to make 0.028 dt look like 70,000 dt. I know, I'm excited too. So what do we have to multiply negative 0.028 by to make it look like 70,000?
Well, just multiply.
So we would do
70,000 by negative 0.028.
right. So I'm going to do 70,000. So 70, 1, 2, 3, divided by negative 0.028, and I'm going to get negative 250,000 du. Oh, is it 2,500,000? Holy cow! All right. Okay, and then that's going to be equal to 70,000 du. Or sorry, dt. Sorry. So negative 2,500,000. Yep. Du is equal to 70,000 dt.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry about it. We're almost done. Like this, the hard part's almost over. Don't freak out.
I'm not freaking out.
Okay. Well, you said, oh my goodness.
It's just a big number, 2,500,000.
So we've got the integral from 0 to 6
It's actually small because it's negative.
of negative 2,000,000.
Yeah. Okay, it's super small.
Yep.
500,000 e to the u du. And now we can integrate it. And integrating this is actually really easy, right?
space E.
So negative 2,500,000, or yeah, 2,500,000 e to the u, and we're going to integrate it from 0 to 6. But now I can stick back in negative 0.028 times t. I'm going to integrate that from 6 to 0. So if I put 6 in for e, and then 0 in for e, I can figure out what the amount that I'm going to get back from the haberdashery is. Kind of, sort of. So I'm going to do negative 2,500,123, second ln, parentheses, negative 0.028 times 6. And so I'm going to get negative 211,3384.57 minus yes, thank you, 59. Minus negative 2,500,123. So
Why did you subtract the 2,500,000? Oh, yeah, because that's back 1,097.
right?
Yeah, I know that.
E to the 1 is E to the 0.
So minus 211,3384.59. So 6695.41. Yep. So is the haberdashery a good idea? No? Haberdashery, super not a good idea. Kind of, sort of?
Darn near $100,000.
Sorry?
Yeah, but if you're putting in 475,000 to start out.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at your assignment.
We need to do one of these ones. Oh, lovely.
I mean, you gotta have $500,000
Well,
to throw at something.
Specifically, you guys asked me where would we use U-Substitution in the real world?
Somebody asked you that?
Rough time frame.
Yesterday, and I came up with space
Somebody did.
yesterday.
Can you use the rotate tool before you put it, or like?
No, the printer did this like to me.
Oh, okay.
It's a copy machine.
Whatever.
Be nice.
Sure.
If you say so, Mr. Tat.
Be nice. All right. Are you? Okay. I'll take your word for it. All right. Anyway.
This is a,
Today is 12.
Today is
14.
December 14th, 2016. You or you?
numbers are very similar to the first one.
Yes.
I'm gonna say no on the first
Say
one.
no, and I will just have to say no.
No, we're actually gonna have to figure it out.
It says assuming that the business can do this, I mean.
Oh, it's
right.
8
Yeah.
The
years.
business work, the person, the yes or no. What kind of business is this one?
You tell me.
Slightly more fancy habitat?
I don't actually sound.
The only one I told you what kind of business it was number 3. The Beanie Baby that you're renting out to Beanie Baby Farm. And then
You can do that?
I don't know. I made it up.
Oh.
And then
Sounds like a nightmare.
number 5 is antique heirloom finger puppet kazoos. And then the rest of them I couldn't come up with anything.
What runs through your head when you
Is there such a
5,000 e to the negative 0.02 t. And then over here, u equals negative 0.02 t.
Nope. No such thing.
Oh, there is none?
I found a whole bunch of finger puppets.
Okay. Um, 35,000 divided by negative
What's that formula again?
So it's the amount that you're getting per year times e to the negative rate times t. So it's kind of like for
No, your final formula is UV minus.
oh, for this you're just using U-substitution. You're not using integration by parts.
Oh, okay. Where now? Okay. Number 2. That's what it is. It's good looking.
Oh, did I misspell?
Hey, okay.
Yes. You're right. You're right. Awesome. Yes. I am an imperfect person. How dare I flaunt my imperfections? Question number 1, who do you think you are? Question number 2, where do you belong? Yes.
Yeah.
Nope, definitely not making it.
Okay.
Gonna lose about 150 grand on this one.
Where'd you get 150 from?
Trying to do some help in my head.
Okay.
I just knew it was money. I'm
Okay.
going about 93,000. Yeah,
There we
a
go.
little bit off. Still a lot of money. Remember last one?
Alright.
Now if you had bought this at the price of the previous one.
There you go. Alright, and then the backside is finding area between curves.
Awesome.
Oh, you have a question?
Yes, tomorrow. This is not on the quiz. Integration by parts is. What else is?
Area U-substitution.
Area under curves is. U-substitution is.
So how do you use this?
So, here, well, you can, so you got the graph Okay. And then James, Monday's assignment I need to get for you.
I can invite mine.
Yeah, go ahead.